Hello people of YouTube. So today we are going to go through a lot of the products that Olight has sent me. This is a review video of a lot of the lights they've sent me because they've sent me quite a few at this point, and I've been using a few of them for quite some time now, and I just really want to give you a good review of all of the lights now. They also sent me three new ones. So there's this one that you can get for free right now on the sale. These are both new products right here. This one is the Perun 2 Mini. And so this one they sent me, this is actually the first one they sent me, and this is the Perun 2. And I use this one all the time. It's an amazing flashlight, and I really like that one. This is the mini version of it, and it's also just as amazing. So that's pretty cool. And then this one is the Swivel Pro. They also have a Swivel Pro Max, which you can see on the screen behind me right here, which is that big guy. This is an amazing just work light for the garage, or really anywhere. I really like this one. It's really nice. Has a nice magnetic base on it. It's pretty cool. So we'll get into that. We'll kind of go through all the ones. There's also this one here, the Javelot Mini, which they sent me, and it's more of a spotlight, and it's really good at that. So they all have quite a few features that go along with them, some less and some a lot more. So let's just get into it and see how each one of them has worked for me. So I do want to mention that Olight sent me all of these for free, and they have not told me at all what to say. They said just give an honest review and be objective about what I say. So there are a lot of good things about them, and only really a couple of, not really negative, but a couple of things that I would like to see improved if possible. I don't really know if there's a really good way to improve it, but I'll get into that later. They are also running this sale for Christmas. So as soon as this video comes out, that sale will be going on. You can get up to 45% off. These new lights are actually pretty reasonably priced for what you're getting for them. Some of their lights can be fairly expensive for what you think you might be getting if you've never experienced any of Olight's products before. But I would say they're definitely worth the price. I know they're pricey, but they are worth it. All right, so we're gonna start with the Perun 2. This is the first light they sent me, and it has a magnetic base as well as a magnetic charger. Goes right on that same base. It also comes with a headlamp, so you can strap it to your head. It comes with a metal clip, same as the Mini has on it already. It comes with that. I don't have any of that on here because I mostly use this for the magnetic mount right now, which I might replace this one because I use this one primarily in the garage. I might actually replace this one with this light because it's probably a lot more suited for that use. But this one is still amazing for that if you don't want to get that one, which I think that one is actually cheaper than this one, which is a little surprising. But this one's great, and I have dropped this numerous times now. It has a couple of little nicks and stuff on the aluminum, but the whole thing is aluminum, and I don't know, it just works great. There's really nothing negative I have to say about this one, honestly. There really isn't. Yeah, the light is great. If you press and hold it, you can change through the different brightnesses. You see there's 3 different ones that are pretty bright, and whichever one you leave it on, if you turn it off, turn it back on, it stays on that brightness, which is really cool. So I usually leave it on the medium setting. Battery will last longer, and it's just not necessary. I believe if you press it twice fast, it goes into a super bright mode, and you can see it dim down. So the closer you get to something, it'll actually dim down because you obviously don't need the brightness. If you back up, it gets brighter. I'm not doing that. It just does that automatically. All of them have a lot of smart features just through the one button they have on them, which on. Some of them can be a little tricky, such as the Javelot Mini. That's really my only dislike about any of these, is sometimes the button can be a little tricky. On this one especially, there's like a half press and then a full press. So if you press it just a little bit, it goes to this level. If you press it fully down and click it, it goes to the bright level. And then you have to press it completely again to turn it off. If you press it halfway, I guess it does still turn off. The single button can be a little annoying to kind of get used to. And when I first got this one, I was having trouble like turning it on. So if you don't press it fast enough, you can see it just turns back off. So that can be a little annoying if you are just trying to press the button. Like right there, I didn't mean for it to turn. You gotta press it quicker to actually get it to turn on. If you press and hold it, it'll turn right back off. Some people might really like that. I don't really like that as much, but I understand why they did it, so I'm okay with it, quite honestly. This light is amazing for a spotlight, and that's really all it's intended for. So we're gonna test that against another light I have. I wanna test it against this light because this is a dedicated spotlight that is also LED, and I really wanna test it against this. I honestly think the Javelot Mini is gonna be more powerful than this. And it's kind of ridiculous that that's possible. Let's see, let's go down this other side. So this one is a free gift. And for like the Halloween one that they did, they sent me one of these that kind of looked like it had blood splatter on it. And these you can get for free. There is a shipping fee. It's like $5 if you only get the free gift. But honestly, $5 for this flashlight, well worth it. You can't really get a better flashlight for $5. This light, I would compare to this cheap light that I usually have in my pocket. So this can go on a keychain, which I have my other one on a keychain, and it's extremely bright. And you can also push and it turns on as well. So it's extremely bright. This is the one I usually keep in my pocket of my coat, and you can see how not bright it is, and it has 5 LEDs in there. This has 1. And this one costs about the same as what this one does for shipping. So definitely not worth it. This also takes 3 batteries, 3 AAA batteries, and they usually don't last very long. They usually break pretty quickly. This one takes 1 AAA battery. And I haven't had to replace the one in my other one yet. I'm actually going to be replacing this one in my coat with this one here, the Perun 2 Mini. It's quite amazing what you get in such a small little package. It's just so incredibly small compared to that one. This one also has the magnetic base, which you can probably see there. It also comes with the clip. It also comes with the headband to make it a headlamp. It also has the wireless magnetic charger on the bottom of it. It's also my favorite color, and it's just quite literally amazing. This also has the different modes, so it can go brighter, same as this one. And then I assume if you press it twice, oh, it's red instead of extra bright. So that's cool. Whoa, it does have an ultra bright mode. You have to have the light on first. So yeah, pretty much exactly the same. This won't do red though, so that's something to keep in mind. But it's just amazing for the package it comes in, quite literally. I don't know any other way to put it because it's just amazing. You can also take the little metal clip off if that's not something that you want. I actually plan on putting this clip on and putting it in my pocket with the clip to just hold it in there because you won't ever have to worry about it falling out then. You can also take this apart. You want to take one of these apart. Keep falling over. So they do have an Olight battery. It's a rechargeable lithium ion. It is 650 milliamp hours. So take that for what it is. They work good. You can get replacement ones off of Olight's website, and they honestly aren't that expensive either, so that's always good as well. But such high quality. They have O-ring on here to keep them sealed. The threads on here are nice and smooth. They're not gritty at all, which is really nice. So yeah, this is gonna be my new everyday carry flashlight, basically. I'm gonna keep this in my pocket. This one I might leave in my car, honestly. It's also supposed to be an everyday carry, and I mean, it's also small enough to be an everyday carry, but I just like the size of this little one. It's such a good size, honestly. This one, I'm gonna give this one to my wife. She'll probably put it on her keychain. I have mine on my keychain and I've used it several times already. It's very handy. This is the light that I used in my garage for quite a while until I got this first light. I had actually dropped this a few times, obviously, and the housing is cracked here. The magnetic part, which I used the most, cracked and broke off, and so there's no magnetic mount at all on this anymore. And the other thing too is this one would only last me like maybe a couple hours. And then we get to this one here. This one is all plastic. It's not aluminum like all the other ones are, but I see this as more of a work light, so I don't know if necessarily that's good or bad, honestly. I haven't had a chance to use this one in the garage yet, so I will let you guys know once I get to use this more. But I did use it the other day. I needed some light, and it has this nice nifty little clip on here, so I actually hung it from a handle, and then I had it like this, and I just turned it on, and I just used this as an extra light for quite some time. I think I left it on like this for about 2 hours straight. Now this one has a fairly large battery in it. It is 5200 milliamp hour battery in this, so can last quite a while, and it also has a flashlight on it too. I kind of forget how to do it. There, you have to press and hold it, and then you have also just a normal flashlight, and I believe it has different, okay, so you just press and hold it to switch between the two, and then you can press, and then it dims to different, yeah, press again, and off. So if you press and then wait 3 seconds, it'll turn right back off again if you press it again. And it does the same with this one. If you wait 3 seconds, it'll turn right back off. If you turn it on and then you press it again, and it'll cycle through all the brightnesses, which also has a red one, and it also has a flashing red in case you need an emergency or something, which is probably a good thing. So that's really nice. I like that. Wait 3 seconds, it turns right back off. Like I said, it has 3 very strong magnets on here. I'm not really sure if I got a good spot here. You can see plenty strong to hold the light really in any position you put it. Like I don't even have to hold it, and I can move it around wherever I want. Really strong magnets. I really like that. Oh, you can also swivel it. Forgot about that. So you can swivel it and then also put it wherever you want. I mean, it's going to be extremely nice for in the garage. And you can also just use it as a stand like that. You might want to put a little bit more weight on the back. I could see how that might be a little nicer, having a little bit more weight, because if you make it too far forward, it is just going to fall forward. So that's something to keep in mind. But honestly, most of the time, if I'm going to want the stand, it's probably going to be underneath the car, so I'm going to want it at one of these angles anyway. But something to keep in mind if you're looking at it for that reason. It's not going to work good unless you have it magnetized to something, then it'll be fine. It also has a battery level on the back, so when you turn it on, these lights light up to how full the battery is, so that's very nice. I used it for 2 hours the other day on the medium brightness. The bars never went down, so lasts a very long time. That's pretty much that light. I really like this one. Like I said, this is the Swivel Pro. They have a Swivel Pro Max too for a larger one. That is right here. This is the Swivel Pro, you can see. So quite a bit larger one if you need the extra light or battery life possibly. They got a lot of other things as well on there. Yeah, you can see the head strap for the Perun 2 Mini right there, and they also have a couple other colors. And they also have the Swivel Pro Max and Swivel Pro that you can check out. Great lights as well. So you can go pick up something for somebody for Christmas or even for yourself. They're just great lights. I've just really enjoyed them. They're great to work with, and their products are really just kind of amazing to me. I definitely didn't expect them to be as nice as they are. And yeah, I'm really happy to work with them, and I really like their products. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next one.